Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Alright, I actually came home at lunch and went back to work, but I had to come to the house for a minute. And little Miss Pris here was out then, but I didn't have time to put her back up. So now I'm home for the day. I'm going to throw some scratch feed out there, and she'll probably want to run back into the pen, but let's see where she came from. Looks like she came from this middle pen, and I'm pretty sure she's laying colored eggs because she's got them gray legs. And like my gray hen right over there. So I'd like to put her in there with Sue and this other gray one here, but I don't know. So let me throw them some scratch. And see, she wants in. Let's see if I can throw Sonny and his lady some. I usually throw it in two spots for them because the gray hen just seems to be outnumbered by the rest. And some of them tend to run her off. So I throw two piles in there usually. All right. Excuse me. That burn coughing and sinus crap's coming back. But I'll make do. Now, I can open this door. Prop it open. And usually, once I do that, whatever one's out, once I threw them scratch, we'll run on back in so they can get some of the scratch. So let's see if we can get her to go. Come on. Not this way. Go that way. Come on. I can see where you've been scratching all outside the fence. There you go. See? She will run herself back in. All right. There's 7 hens in there with him. But see the Rhode Island Red, they've got a pinkish yellowish leg. That's normal chicken colored leg. And then these others, some of the Easter eggers have colored legs. So, all right, well, I got to fill up their feed bucket. Not real hard to do, but I can't do it with one hand, so hang on a second. All right, it's full. Now I can go in there and collect the eggs and fill their feeders. I got to pause y'all again because I got to reach in and open the gate. All right, I think I'll start with Sue and them this time. I need to adjust these gates so they don't rub the ground. I've got the bracing on backwards from keeping them from sagging, but it's all right. Eventually I'll get the new pen built and I'm going to try to do a little bit better work. All right, well, there went a mouse, and there's 3 eggs. I'm going to pause y'all and fill up their feeder. It's almost full anyway. All right. Oh. You dog. Started the video over. Okay. Well, their feeder's full. So, always pick up and look. There's a feather. All right. 3 green eggs. One of them's a little bluer tint than the others, but they're still green. But the old barnyard mix one there that just showed up, and she could be pure, I don't know, but she's the only one that lays a brown egg. The other 3 lay a green egg. Their mama was an Easter egger, I guess. But it's hard to do this and hold a camera, y'all. I don't have a GoPro like some people do. I bought a waterproof camera, knockoff whatever, one time, and I didn't like the video quality on it. But you see, they're still eating the scratch I threw out. Now let's see what's in the middle pen. My blue one. If I lay it in the middle of those, maybe y'all can tell there's a difference. That's a blue egg, these are green. And then I get a brown and a light brown. Alright, now I gotta fill the feeder up. Alright, there's your full. Now that the bucket ain't so full, I can hold it with one arm and the camera. Alright. Let's see how many eggs are over here today. It got pretty cold last night. 8 of them over here, and there's one that's small. All right, let me fill their feeder. I'll be right back. Okay. The little eggs like that, I keep and use those, eat those myself. And if they're really dirty, I do that as well. All right. There's still a little scratch out here on the ground. They haven't finished it off yet. Sue's ladies are still working on theirs, most of them. The white knight and one hen still over there working on theirs, but give it to them before I go in to fill the feeders and make sure the waters have water and all of that. Just seems to make things go a little bit easier. And they end up with 14 eggs. So last night I watch my cameras a lot, especially on the hunting side back there for deer and stuff. But there's a few cats that's been hanging around. And I told y'all about it one time. One of them tried to climb the fence and get in the chicken pen, and that hot wire hit them, and didn't take them but a split second to get off the fence. And I haven't had that happen again that I'm aware of. But look at all these holes out here. Armadillo is just digging all over the place. And for whatever reason, I didn't see it out here digging last night. I got a camera right there. And there's another one up there. I usually see them. Excuse me, I had to pause it. I was coughing. But I'm taking some cough stuff. Maybe it'll clear up and not get too bad. But anyway, I usually see the armadillos, and I can't stand them. It's not because they dig in the yard. That doesn't bother me that bad. What bothers me is I've had them tunnel under the concrete slab of the house. And you know, that could cause problems. So if they wouldn't dig under my house, I wouldn't be so upset with the armadillos. But I'm not going to tolerate that. I kill everyone that I see in the yard, or at least I try to. But I haven't had one digging in a couple of weeks. I shot one 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now I got more digging, so there's another one coming back. I saw one out on the hunting camera. I don't care if they're back there digging, like I say, as long as they're not digging under my foundation, the concrete slab of the house, but that's what they tend to do. All right, we've had some really cold weather. We've got some more coming. They're forecasting more possible snow this weekend. But I went through and picked weeds out of that bed, this one. I got that first one right there, but it's got some more popped up in it, and I got that one over there. So I've still got a lot of little weeds I need to come out and pull, but I'm not going to do that, y'all, when it's 35, 40 degrees outside. It can wait. The greenhouse is the third major thing on my to-do list, or actually fourth, but it'll probably be third. The first big thing is to get the poles and the framing done so I can get all the solar panels moved and the power ran in there to get all the new stuff installed. Second thing is the new chicken pen and run area back in the back. Goes all the way from the flagpole down to where the fence is now. And third thing is the water tower, which seems like I'll never get done, but and then the fourth thing would be the antenna tower right here. I may get it done before the water tower, I don't know. But several of those things I can't do by myself, and I'm working on it. So I told y'all I did have one of my cameras that I keep out on the range, the hunting area back there, that quit working on me. And I have not messaged the company and seen if I can send it back or anything like that. But I did order another one, and it came yesterday. And I got it set up, got it hooked up, and it's on the screen with the rest of my cameras. And it keeps, they did a Wi-Fi maintenance, internet maintenance last night. They let you know when they do it, but I don't know if it was the maintenance they did or what, but that camera seems to be, you know, dropping the internet a lot, and it's in the house. I've got it sitting on top of the safe, so it should be getting full, you know, service, but it keeps dropping it, and then it won't pick it back up, and I turn the camera off and back on, and it'll grab it, and it works fine. But I may have to report the new camera not working correctly. I don't know. I'm going to give it a little bit of a chance, see if it straightens out. Because while I was at work today, when I looked, it worked 3 of the 4 times that I logged in to look at the cameras. And then when I came back the 5th time, it wasn't working the 4th. When I came back the 5th time, it was working again. So I don't know what's going on with it. I don't have that problem out of my other cameras. But another project I've got to get done is sand down that propane tank and get it painted, because that rust is getting bad. The propane guys then told me it needs to be painted, so I'm gonna have to sand it down and buy some paint and just spray it, to, you know, because the worse it looks, the less they'll put in the tank. But that is my tank, it's not their tank. So anyway, all right, well, my chicken's back in the pen. I'm gonna walk over here and check Sparky's food and water. Now I'm pretty sure his food's about half or more, and I got a whole bag I've already bought, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago that I haven't even opened yet. I need to check his bucket and make sure it's got water in it. In the winter, he doesn't drink near as much as he does in the summer, but I don't want him to go without. Yeah, it's about half full. Let's see how much feed's in this feeder. Look at that, 3/4 of the way. It holds 25 pounds, so he's good for probably another 4 or 5 days. But I like to keep a check. I let him run out one time, and I felt so terrible when I got over there. I thought I filled it, but I guess I didn't. And I had food, I just forgot. But I need to finish the minor stuff with the new mini splits. And I still got to get the line set covers to cover that stuff. But between working and the extreme cold temps we've been having, and yesterday and today feeling like dog poo, you know, it's kind of rough, but I'll get through it. I hope y'all are doing well. I thank you for watching my videos. Remember what I've always told you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.